Hello, I want to talk to you today about the money ceiling. What is your money ceiling? It's a really interesting situation, isn't it? What is your money ceiling? And for me, the money ceiling is not just what stops us from making money, but it's the subconscious components that stop us from really achieving our greatness. And there are two components I found with the money ceiling. One is that there's the amount of money that we think we can make. What's the most money that you think you can make in a year? And maybe write that down for yourself. What's the most that you think you can make in a year? And then there's the second component is what's the most that your subconscious thinks it can make in a year? And by and large, the subconscious is going to be probably greater than what you think. So if you think, yeah, look, I think I can make $100,000 a year, and then the subconscious says, well, I think you can make $500,000 a year. Now, both those numbers are still ceilings. And imagine what life would be like if we could remove those ceilings. I'll be running a class tomorrow, which is on the money mindset makeover. And the idea tomorrow is what we're going to be looking at is actually going about the steps to what do we do to remove those money ceilings. And first of all, we need to know what caused them. What are the things in our life that cause those money ceilings? Is it your parents' income? Maybe I shouldn't get as much as my parents earn. Or maybe it's you're still working on a dollar per work hour basis and there's only so many hours in the week. So it doesn't matter, how many hours you work, there's a limit to how much you can make. So all these factors come in and maybe you just don't believe that you're entitled to make that sort of money or that somehow you're greedy if you make too much money, whatever that looks like. And so what I'm going to be looking at is three things here. I'm going to be looking at understanding money beliefs. What are the beliefs that we have in the first place that stop us from actually achieving that? The second thing I'm looking at is creating a new mindset. And with that, I'm going to be using a number of statements to actually clear that. But I actually want to do one with you now. I want to clear one straight up because some of you are going, oh, yes, but that's just who I am. And that's the easy way out of this. That's just who I am. So I've created a statement here, and the statement is, I am ready to break through my money ceiling. So I'd like you to say that to yourself. I am ready to break through my money ceiling. And as you say that, it just feels like, are you really ready? It's been comfortable. Our money ceiling is comfortable. It keeps us where we are, and there's not much of a challenge associated with that. But imagine if we actually have to break through that money ceiling. Now, for me, when we can break through that money ceiling, the number one motivating factor for me is I can help more people. I can use that money and actually help more people. The second motivating factor, it's fun having more money. I get to buy things, I get to do shows that I maybe couldn't afford to do in the past, and I get to have a lifestyle that sort of is more fun for me. So both of those actually work well together. So what you need to do is to figure out for yourself, are you really ready to lift that ceiling that you've created? Whether it's the mental one that you have to start with or the subconscious one that's really driving the show behind you anyway. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my technique, which is called light body alignment. And I'm just clearing it for myself and in turn clearing it for everyone who listens. If you want it cleared. Now, if you don't, that's fine, that's a choice. But I want you to say now for yourself, I am ready to break through my money ceiling. So I am ready to break through my money ceiling. And hopefully you've noticed that might feel just a little bit more stronger as you actually say that. And the third thing we're going to look at in the money mindset class tomorrow is taking action. If we don't take action with this, it just becomes a great theoretical process. And one of the actions that I'm suggesting that we do is I'm going to run a 3-week program on the overcoming the money ceiling. And the 3-week program looks at a number of areas. The first area is about the reasons why people create a money ceiling. And we're going to clear those reasons, because they're sort of old, outdated reasons if you think about it. The parents and what someone else is getting and what people might think of you, we can really throw those out. And so we're going to be clearing some of this stuff and actually clear that out. The second week, we're going to be looking at 10 ways to break the money ceiling. We need to break down particularly what you think you can make, and also break down what our subconscious is thinking. And we're going to do both of those in the second week. And then in the final week, we're going to look at removing the glass ceiling. Imagine if we took away our glass ceiling and just left it completely open to what that possibility could be. And as soon as we put a number there, then we've created a ceiling. So I'm going to encourage you not to have a number, to actually leave it as open as you can. So I'm looking forward to joining with you for the Money Mindset Makeover, where we start the process about clearing the aspects associated with what's stopping us from living the life of our dreams.